Hi guys, Adam from Ecowise here. Just wanted to show you the dandelion, these yellow flowers I talked about before. They're setting seed now. These are the seeds, most of you will know this. They have these, they're called achenes, but they're designed to spread the seeds, to disperse the seeds. Because if you imagine, maybe a while ago, maybe there was just one dandelion plant here in this whole meadow. But now look, you look at the yellow, you see they're all over the place. So since the plants can't walk around and leave their babies, they spread their seeds, in this case, through wind dispersal. You can see the wind carries these achenes, these seeds, and the seeds are carried on the wind, and it's just pure luck or chance where they land. And if they land in a bit of perhaps soil that's a bit moist and a bit right, and they don't get carried away by ants or eaten by something else, or land in a barren place like a rock or something, they may have the right conditions to germinate and become baby dandelion plants. So although plants, we think of them as being still, many of them have means of dispersing their seeds, so their populations move. That includes trees. And one of the ways they do that is seed dispersal on the wind. There are other ways they can do it on water, like coconuts. They can do it on the fur of animals, or like us, you know, those kind of seeds that stick on your clothes and you carry them around with you. And there are other ways that they can disperse their seeds too, like being eaten inside an animal or bird, and then the bird flies away, like I said once about cherries, and then it maybe poos or gets rid of it somehow, and then the seed will be dispersed. So over time, plant populations move around. So you can see this field now, it's got loads of yellow dandelions that are still flowering, and I can see actually honeybees pollinating them. And once they're pollinated, they make these dandelion clocks, they call them in English often, and those get caught on the wind and then spread, and if they're lucky, can land in a place where they're going to germinate with the right causes and conditions. Look at these beautiful flowers. This is on this tree here, and the bigger one here. This is an ash in English, Frasino in Italian. In Latin, this is Fraxinus ornus. So in English, it's called the manna ash. And manna is a substance in the Bible that as a kid, I never knew what it was. It was some kind of magical food that the Israelites were fed with when they were starving in the desert. And actually this plant, they still do it apparently in Sicily, although I've never been to Sicily, I've never seen it, but it gives a kind of resin, a kind of sap from the bark when it's cut that's very sugary, like maybe it's a bit similar to the way you can make maple syrup, but it makes a sugary substance that gets hard and you can eat, and is used in confectionery and cake making, but in the past would have been a good food, especially for when there was no other food around. And it's one of the few plants, or one of the few trees I can think of in Europe that's got big showy flowers in terms of wild trees. Most of the wild trees here are wind pollinated, like acers, or like the maples, or like oaks, or like birches, or other things that have very fine pollen that's carried by the wind to pollinate it with another tree. Whereas this is insect pollinated, and it's got this strong smell, and I can see, you probably can't see because they're small, there's lots of small insects coming in here with this beautiful, very strange perfume. It's sweet, flowery, a bit kind of like fleshy smell. It's a very weird, I like it, it's an interesting smell. It's a very soft, delicate, look at it, look how soft that is. Wish you were here with a group. If you guys were here, you could touch it and smell it yourselves. But hopefully after all this lockdown's finished, you can come out with me and we can actually come and see some of these things that I'm showing you. There's a beautiful, soft, beautiful, beautiful plant. Fraxina ornus, the manna ash. It's just flowering now. Take it easy, guys.